Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to put the mark the pocket on your t-shirt and how to get it set up for sewing and then actually showing. So with your pattern piece here that you cut your shirt out of, you're going to place this on here, and patterns will have like circles and triangles and squares and things like that on a paper pattern, and these symbols represent certain things. So this pattern has circles, and this is going to show you where your placement of your pocket's going to go. So what I do is I take a pin here and I poke that through the hole there. I take my marking tool and I put a little dot here. It doesn't have to be a really big dot, just enough that you can be able to see it. And I'm going to go here, do the same thing here, and mark it there. Now I'm going to take my pocket that I've already sewn the top part down here, and I'm going to center that right where those little marks are that I just got through marking. Put that there, kind of eyeball it, make sure that it looks straight. Then you're going to take your pins, you're going to go through the pocket layer and then through the t-shirt layer, and then hit the table, and then bring that back up like that. And here, same thing, so. And I'm going to do one here, and then 1, 2 over here. And that's going to hold my pocket in place while I get, when I'm hand sewing the pocket to the shirt. If I flip it over, you can see that the pins went through. All right, now just a review of threading the needle. So once again, I put the thread part kind of short in between my 2 fingers. I go through the eye of the needle. Oh, there we go. And then I want to keep it as a single. Remember, this is a double, this is a single. Then I'm going to make an X on my finger, like so, put my thumb on top, squeeze my 2 fingers together, and push my thumb as the thread rolls off of my finger, and it twists right there. Do you see the twist? Then we put my middle finger here at the end of the twist, and then pull the thread through my nail, and it puts a knot on the end here. We're gonna do, I do need to set up the pocket first for stitching. So on your gridded ruler, you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. These lines represent 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna draw 1/8 of an inch from the cut edge of the pocket. So I'm just lining that up, that first line on the cut edge of the pocket. And I'm going to use my erasable pen here, and I'm just going to put a line there. It doesn't have to be very dark, just enough that you can be able to see so that you can sew straight, because you're going to sew on that line. So there's my 1/8 of an inch there. I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch here, which is that first line there. Okay, turn here, do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now I've got the lines all, my stitch lines all done. And now I'm going to sew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from the back here, and I'm going to go about a quarter inch here. So I'm going to take that about right there, from about that distance there, and I'm going to pull my thread up. Now I'm going to remember, I'm going to go back half the distance, so I'm going just on the right past that fold of the top of the pocket. And then I'm going to go up 1/4 of an inch from where the thread is sticking out. And that's going to start the pocket there. So now that's secure there. I'm going to go back half the distance and then up 1/4. Back half the distance, up 1/4, and I'm stitching along that line. Back half the distance, up 1/4. And once you get past the stitching, once you stitch past the pin, you can take that pin out because you don't need to have that in there anymore. And go back and then up and back and up. Back half the distance, up 1/4. Now I'm getting ready to get to that point right here where you're going to turn and go the other direction. So what I'm going to do is go back half the distance on this one, and then I will go right at that right angle where those two lines intersect. There, turn, and I'm going to go back and then forward. And you just keep doing that all the way till you get up here, and you're gonna end it here, or you're gonna stop right underneath there, and then you're gonna knot that underneath. So I think maybe I'll just go ahead and stitch it all the way through so you can see what it looks like on the end. No one's just get tangled on there. And remember, you always want to keep your thread as a single. Now my thread just came unthreaded. I'm going to show you, when you're pulling, if you put your finger like this as you pull, then it'll hang on to those two threads so it won't pull through the eye and come unthreaded. So notice how my hand's going like that. And I'm pulling the thread up as I get, when it starts to want to be a double, I pull my thread to keep it as a single. See, it's getting close to being a double, so I'm just going to pull the thread up. Okay, see, now it looks like a double. So what I'm going to do is pull the thread up a little. So he keeps wanting to be a double. Just pull that up. It's a double, pull it up. Now almost to the end. I think I'm just going to do it this way. Here, pull this through. Now I need to tie this off. So what you're going to do is go through like this, just kind of like how you tie your shoe. Put it through the loop here. Now you've got a lasso. See how it's looped right there? You're going to put your finger here and pull through your nail, and then that puts the knot really close to the end there. And then clip off that excess. That's what it looks like on the underside. Here's the right side. And there's your pocket.